Okay, so as you can hear, my guides are playing Jay-Z in the background. What more can I say? I actually was getting ready to leave out because I got, you know, other opportunities, y'all. But some I was told to deliver a message, so here we go. Like, he like they paint their whole. Basically, they bite and then they manipulate, and then they try to manipulate back and reverse the outcome that they put out there. They try to reverse the energy they put out there, and then it don't work. And you see, I'm like, tuh. That's funny. So let's see what else these ancestors got to say, because they are all fucking 10. What I am picking up is that, like, there's energies mad at somebody, because when I say somebody again, because it's just easier for me to say, I mean plural. My energy, my readings are always about worldwide, plural energies, okay? I'm picking up energies mad at other energies, because other energies have to work so hard to be a certain way, or pretend to be a certain way, to get manifest and get things in their lives. While there's another energy where all they do is walk in a room and shit is there for them. That's what I'm picking up. Like, basically, there's energies whereby they gotta manipulate to have things go on their way, and there's other energies that don't. That's what we at. So it's like, I can even say it like this. Like, so there's other energies where you just naturally have that spiritual connection. Naturally. Okay? Whereas there's other energies where they gotta force shit or try to make shit go their way. How can I say it? To get in contact. Okay, I'm gonna say something, it might ruffle some feathers, but I don't have a choice, because it is what it is. Me channeling is what I'm sitting here to do. So some of you got that, you know how you got that spiritual connection where you can go into the galaxies without just by laying in your bed and closing your eyes at night. And then you got some people that gotta build spaceships and shit and charge astrological, nomical, whatever the fuck that word is, okay? Give a fuck about these words. Now, astronomical prices to get and board these spaceships to fly in space, because it is what it is. That connection is not there like it is with you. How about that? Fuck it. That's what I mean when I say. When I say what I mean. I don't know. So I can explain it the best way I can. So it's basically energy's mad at you. Now apply it, like I said, on a worldwide scale, a smaller scale, however it go in your life. This is how I'm being guided to channel at this point. Okay? It is what it is. So, yes. So basically you got a group that's authentic, shit just flock to you. Then you got another group, ain't so authentic, but they try to make it look like that. It ain't that. All right, boom. You ain't ever there. He just said it. I'm everywhere, you ain't never there. So you, that I said, when you close your eyes and you go to sleep and you just go to the moon and they got to build stars, they got to build spaceships and shit to get to where you got to go. But with you, it's a spiritual connection. With them, it's a material connection. That's what I'm saying. That's what, when he said, I'm everywhere, you ain't never there, that's what I'm talking about. Why am I feeling like somebody's ancestors with that? What more can I say? Why am I feeling like somebody's ancestors is like, it's almost like that message was said to say that the ancient wisdom, the ancient things, the secrets that has been already put out there, and more to come, that's what it is. Why you keep trying to change it? it's almost like they're saying, what else can we say for you to get the point? That's the message I got. That's crazy. That's the message I just got. When I heard the song, when they put it on, I'm like, okay, I think I see what timeline I am. What more can I say? Like, what are y'all not getting? Okay, what kind of shit, what kind of messages y'all trying to do with me right now? I mean, sheesh. Okay, well, let's let it go then. Let's let it rip. All right, I'm about to pull from a series of oracle decks. This might get a little long. And because I see this might get a little long, huh? Okay, as I was getting those cards, I also picked up on, like, because there's certain messages coming out in the universe, there's just, like, types of energies that still want to... Okay, so these are going to be, I see at this point, are going to be readings piggyback off of the message I just put out for the Divine Feminine. Okay, so from this point on, it's going to be energies that's just, like, not happy about certain messages being put out there, not only by myself, other energies, spiritual energies that really see exactly what's going on, and those messages are being put out there to vibrate out to the universe and put that type of energy out there, because it is going to spark certain types of energies that are feeling the exact same way, or are not understanding why they're feeling the exact same way they're feeling, but they're going to find out. There are going to be energies that don't like that shit. There are going to be energies that, like, there's just going to be a lot turning over. And it's really best for those that kind of pick up on something that's not right, that you still feel is kind of off, but you still can't put your finger on it. Rather it could be your own ego, and it's just one of those things where, because you still seek to understand what that off thing is that you don't know, you're going to find out, and it's going to help you evolve on another level. And then there's just those other energies where you can't put your finger on something, but it doesn't have nothing to do with your own ego, but it's still something that's being like it's nagging at you, because you need to answer the question. You need to ask the question, the right question, as to what is this that I'm feeling, and then you're gonna get the answer. That's also for you too. That was a channel message, because as I was saying it, I didn't understand why I was saying it, but I was just trying to get it through it. Okay. Wow. Okay. Damn, I need some sage. I'm so glad I bought this sage spray not too long ago. And I also make my own, because yeah. Okay, Divine Feminine, your ancestors want you to know they ain't got nothing on you. Nothing on you spiritually. I mean, nothing on you on every level. Why are they telling you this? Let me see. Now I want to know, why is this important? Oh, it just came off kind of like big-headed. But never mind. I'm just going to... That's why I want to know, what is the point of talking about this? It's saying repairing the veil, and resourcefulness here. This repairing the veil card looks like a DNA strand. Somebody's repairing their roots here. Seriously. Somebody is learning forgiveness here. See how the strands look like see how it looks like the DNA? Someone's handling their ancestral line, and they're being very resourceful, resourceful about it. That's not what I said the first time I heard myself. Okay. Is this a divine masculine reading? Because there is somebody here that's wandering between realms too. that's interesting because when I heard the song and I said, your ancestors said they ain't got nothing on you. And then I said, why would they say that to you? That sound kind of big-headed. This is somebody's divine masculine. That's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm channeling. Somebody's masculine. This is somebody's masculine talking. He's talking through the song. So basically he says, beautiful girls all over the world I could be chasing, which he did that already. And he learned the lesson. Okay, I see what the fuck going on. I don't know if you can hear the song. I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay, so I'm guilty for something, y'all, because what was happening was the song was playing, right? And I'm hearing it, but I'm like, you know, I'm not really listening to it because, like, that message just necessarily could have meant that it was a divine masculine talking. It could have just been saying something in general. 555. But especially where some of the masculine's conditions have been lately, you know, it was just a need to see them for where they were from a loving point of view. Like, okay, well, if that's even with the ones that's doing the black magic and all types of foul ass shit, please don't think that I'm sitting here like give him a like no. At some point it was just like when you saw all of that, it was just like, okay, well, I learned from my personal experience that it was just some shit to observe and like truly observe it from a way non-judgment perspective. It just was just one of those things where it was like, well, damn, you can really see how far some people will go. I mean, shit. You know, it just gave you perspective where it's like even loved ones, like, you know, it just really put me in the is what it is type of energy. And I mean for real, like with no feelings, like no feelings, like as to like as a human being I had to feel what I felt, but I had to realize whatever I was feeling, you know, it was just an attachment. It wasn't my own shit. It was somebody else's shit, but I still felt it. And so once I like looked at it from that perspective, it just was like, well, damn, rather it was family members, whatever the case may be, my own divine masculine, I just was looking at it like, well, damn, well, I wish you luck, have a nice life, and like really mean that shit. Because like your life is like you walking on your path, you on your mission, life is good. Shit. Your ancestors with you, you know, everything gonna be good. Even when you transition into this motherfucker, you gonna soon you walk through the door, you gonna high five their ass. You know, like you doing everything you gotta do here to make sure everything is working well the way it needs to be. Why the fuck you here? So you just looking at him like, yo, have a nice life. Shit. That was my experience. Okay, you tell me what the fuck yours was while you was going through it. But somebody's masculine here, that was him talking, and I feel like this is him repairing his own ancestral line now. I'm hearing the music in the background. You can hear it too. It's some it's called the shamanic drumming eagle hunting is what they're playing. Here. See it? Just want to be clear so we understand what's really going on right now. Okay. Hope everybody on the same page. So I feel like this is someone's masculine. That's why also the straddling rims, wandering between worlds is here. I feel like this is somebody's masculine. Especially, I feel like somebody's masculine like may have learned a lesson. That's what I feel. Because you also have radical acceptance here. And it says beloved. And it says a 2 here for partnerships. So I feel like that may be someone's masculine. Okay. So let's see what else I had. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie, because I don't know what the fuck this is. I know what it is, but again, I don't. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Let's see here. All right, let me do a shuffle. Angels of fire. Okay. All right. Let us know clearly what messages you are sending to us, please. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for helping me through this reading. For healing, spiritual growth, and the souls that are here to constantly evolve, could you please make this clear what you're saying to us? What other messages do you have? R. Kelly is on. Forevermore. He says, I could never understand why I had nobody take my hand. So somebody's masculine is saying he used to be a lonely man and he used to like run around with all these energies or whatever he was doing, whatever y'all's was doing. Y'all know y'all's. You know your own shit. Now he's saying that he was a lonely man and he was doing all of that because he was a lonely man. Like, so basically he was using shit outside of himself to fulfill whatever it is he needed fulfilled. Here, is he saying to himself, shit. Okay, so let's see what the fuck going on. So we have sacrifice here. And intuition at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I'm still scared. Because this is some other shit. I personally haven't talked to my masculine in over 2 years, so I don't feel like this is him talking to me on camera, because this is freaking me the fuck out. I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm telling y'all, I'm being as vulnerable with you as I can. And then it says destiny here after the moving on here. Okay, Lord. All right. Well, whatever the situation is right now, I'm reading this, period. If this is his ass talking, this is y'all's talking, who's ever's talking. Son, oh, that's my part though. Okay, so this nigga, don't say that. So, excuse me. So, some of y'all, it's almost like he proposing to your ass on camera. I'm sorry, I had to laugh because that's what it felt like. It just was, for me, it was just feeling real romancy. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not being disrespectful or none of that. It just was funny because I'm like, what is this? Right? Because the readings that I've been having. So let me. Okay, so this is the Hangman card in Tarot. This is intuition here. This is moving on. This is also rites of passage. And depending on the read of the energy read, or the read of the energy, this is also rites of passage with spirituality. This is moving on from a way of thinking, okay? Maybe a way of communicating to do something different here. And then after that was the destiny card here. The destiny card is also completion. This also, that also for me is, let me pull the book because I'm forgetting. It's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, so 10, I'm trying to remember what 10 was in tarot. I think 10 was the Wheel of Fortune here. So that was, yeah, I think that's the Wheel of Fortune. So basically this is someone's, because it also talks about karma, good luck, luck, and it's destiny here with the crown chakra here, with the heart here, and the light all around these women. And she's seeing all aspects of herself, look like to me, because she's opened her heart. Somebody here has done that, and some type of tower moment happened for that to happen. Okay, that's what happened. Somebody experienced some type of tower moment, and it, like, whatever the hell it did, it like woke somebody the fuck up somewhere here. Okay, let's see here. And then they playing the locks in the background. What in the hell is going on with DJ Clue? Hold on, let me pick up this energy. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, something happened out there that got real wild, or something happened while they playing the locks, and it caused a major disruption, and it woke somebody up, like something really happened. It could have been some street shit. I mean, I didn't even really want to take it there, but I mean, they're playing the locks and fucking Cameron was in the background. I mean, what am I supposed to do? And I'm not saying like Cameron is a bad person or he's just some horrible, despicable being. Everybody know Cameron is a wild boy, period. He's a wild boy. And he wears that wild boy proudly. When he was wearing pink, he told your ass he was a wild boy. I mean, he do what he want to do, period. So, somebody here was that. And they had some type of major disruption. And it woke their ass up. And I'm just serious. Oracle cards. You're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself. Not only, too, was they out there, this person was dibbling and dabbling in some type of, like, this person was trying to learn, they was trying to learn, like, it seemed like they was trying to learn this. It says loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. They also been reading. That's also here. And that's fabulous. He a wild boy too. I want to turn it up because I could pick up so many messages through what they saying, but I don't got time for that copyright claim shit. Fuck it. I know what to do. Okay. Yeah, somebody's masculine here has woken up. And it happened through some it's almost like, now they playing Tupac. So many tears. I'ma just let play it. It's almost like this is an oracle and clairaudient reading today. I can cover over this music. So I'm just letting you hear for the purpose of this reading. Okay, just some other shit. So this is basically the masculine admitting to Okay, so this is basically the masculine admitting to the patriarch, the dogma, the psychological effects that the patriarch and the dogma and the control and the manipulation, how it has affected the divine masculine. Because the interesting part is that it feels like that word divine put in front of masculine, it almost felt like it was like he was being put on a pedestal. And it feels like what I'm hearing is that the whole time he was saying, I'm not perfect. I'm not supposed to be put on a pedestal. I'm going to do this, and the third because I need to learn myself because through I lost myself somewhere through all this manipulation, dogma, and control. And I don't know myself. And so in order for me to find myself, this is somebody feeling like they had to go through a series of putting themselves through some bullshit basically to learn something. Like maybe that's why sacrifice is here. Okay. That's what it sounds like to me. And what's interesting right now, this is interesting, dog. What's interesting right now is that when I listen to Tupac, to me, that's all it sounded like he kept saying. He kept crying for help, saying, I want to be a better, but I don't know how. I swear to fuck, this is some other shit. Okay, y'all, excuse me. This is a very important message, I know, I feel, and I just want to take my time. This is what the masculine is saying. That's all. That's what they all say. If you really listen to their music, if you listen to XX, if you listen to Nipsey, if you listen to so many more, they were all saying the same shit just in their own way because they're still individuals. They still have to express it the way they need to. And they all was saying the same shit, and they all continue to say the same shit just in a different way. What is his name? Now Chopper. They all say the same shit. It's like they saying they have to find their own way, their way. And in the process, people get hurt. Because they were hurt. This is some other shit. So y'all, this is more of a channeling, so excuse me. This is I know I channel through with cards, but this is more of letting the cards go. He's saying he's gone through a lot of pain. He had other things outside of the divine feminine that was paining him. Friends that he thought was friends, family that he thought was family that betrayed him, people he held dear to his heart. He was blind, he couldn't see. It's just so much shit. Guilt he was feeling from his ancestors, from not doing the work here that he was supposed to do. So it's been straddling, to me, straddling the world. Worlds also, for me, could be straddling the fence. I don't know if you heard this song, this part, but I guess you need to hear it because of this type of reading. And you see it's 12:22. So this is too much. This too real, y'all. Like y'all here with me, y'all see this shit. So he's saying that before I said all I said about the fake this, fake that, and he said surrounded by artificial, looking for perfect, surrounded by artificial, the closest thing to real I see. So also what's this in this message, some of you, your masculines, were raised in families. Okay, so we talked about the dogma and all that. So some of your masculines were raised in families where they were perfectionists. They lived by that dogma. They lived by that dogma, excuse me. They lived by that what it looks like, what it's supposed to be like those traditional beliefs that cannot be broken, like that real strict, you gonna do what I say because this is the way it looks and this is the way society said it's supposed to be. And so now we've taken in what society is saying, what it's supposed to be, and we're gonna go off that. And we're gonna raise our children that way too. And if they don't do what we say, then we're just gonna make them feel guilty about it. That type of energy. Because of what things needed to look like. This reading seems like it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. So, wow. So this is what he's saying. So in the process of all of this, these masculines lost themselves because they didn't have an opportunity to be whoever they wanted to be or needed to be for themselves. So in the process of all of this, the divine feminine got hurt. Some of you said, fuck that, I'm gonna do me. Whatever your situation is, that's what he's saying. And for some of them, they've been reading and doing oracle cards, finding out about different, like I said, family members, getting closer to different family members and loving on them. For some of them, they've been reading books. For some of them, they've been feeling like they needed to go back to school or have went back to school. Some of you divine feminines may need to go back to school. He's become more sensitive here. He says, we got to make it work. You are becoming more sensitive and needs to make changes accordingly. The name of this song is Make It Work by Neo, if somebody wanted to go listen to it. Okay. So this is what's happening to this person. Whoever this is, they went through some major, like something happened that was serious. Could have been a life or death experience. Could have been something, a near life death experience will wake you up very quickly. And that's what it seemed like this might have been. Okay. Some of these masculines have children, or their life purpose involves having a child or teaching children as well. Okay. There is some masculines here that are very valuable. The ancestors feel are very valuable to that cause, and they might need this person. And that is maybe one reason why this person got this massive awakening this way. Not only that is it, because after that card, the leadership card is here. Take charge of this situation. And Wale is on chain music, and he has a lot to say in his message. So now in the message in there for me, he said, arrogant when I finished, I came from humble beginnings. So he said so many things there. He basically said that when he was in school and he was trying to learn this, that, and the third, all he saw was people too focused on material shit. But he was just genuinely trying to learn some things. But he didn't get that. For some of them, that's somebody's masculine. And so he noticed that when he was being humble, it wasn't getting him no damn where. And he noticed that when he went and got materialistic and put on all the damn chains, also too, some of them had some issues with women. They couldn't get women just being their authentic self, is what I'm saying. Like, if they was like more of a smart boy or like what they call a nerd, he wasn't getting any attention. just by being himself, highly intelligent. But then when he went and put the chains on and talked about the cars and started to abuse women, all of a sudden they loved him. That's what he said. He said, humble when I started, arrogant when I finished. He said, the silly broad's gonna follow. He said, she said I was charming, but she was talking about my pendant. So he's saying that you don't like me for me. You don't give a fuck about this chain. And he learned that from when he was little, and he tried to show himself, but she wasn't caring about that. That's what he said. What more can I say? Wow, y'all really brought it today, huh, y'all? Damn. So basically they're saying we all need to take responsibility for ourselves. And it's almost like just like the feminine had her own journey, what she had to walk through. Nobody couldn't walk that through for her. And it was not easy for her to explain to everybody either. But she learned some shit from it. It's the same thing with him. We couldn't walk through this. But this person or these energies had to learn the shit how they needed to learn it. And they learning it involved hurting other motherfuckers. But it just is what it is. And he's explaining it through these cards and through his music right now. Because some of your masculines are musicians, right? Or entertainers, or very, very articulate, very passionate, very, very highly intelligent persons. They might have gone through and did a whole lot of shit, but at the end of the day, a lot of them are very wise. And that's the reason why they're chosen. Because they have missions to complete, because only they can do it. That's what the hell is going on. And with all the shit that they did do to harm themselves, to not love on themselves because of all these things that they held on to, these trauma wounds, these inner child, all this shit that I've been explaining here, because I don't want to go too long-winded. That's why I make these little things and make it short and simple. That's what they had to deal with. So I see what it is. I think it's a beautiful situation and how this reading is going. Whomever masculines these are, excuse me, I think that's pretty dope. So let's get into some tarot here. Somebody here, somebody's masculine saying, can he keep you in mind? He's saying, don't leave. You got a whole lot to lose. And if you walk away, it won't be fair. So it sounds off to me that now that he is ready to move forward spiritually, if you were to leave right now, you wouldn't understand what you would be walking away from, is what he's saying. But you, on the other hand, it's like you so far gone into this. It's like some of y'all I'm picking up on, like, yup, I said it. I was about to say it and the damn happiness card fell out. Some of you are so happy right now, just where you are at in life in general, that you have so much love for him, he don't even know it. But you're happy regardless. Like, you're happy regardless. And it's almost like wherever he's going, you already know he's gonna understand this. He's gonna understand exactly right where you are. Even if whatever happens with this is where you are. And he's gonna understand that. That's what I'm picking up. Because you've surrendered this a long time ago. Just like he surrendered himself, you did that already. And he's going to understand this energy. Okay, now there's Anita Baker here. So Some of you have already surrendered it so much to the point where that even though you're here, I feel like the divine is gonna surprise you with some shit that you. I feel like the divine is gonna surprise you with some shit that you don't even see coming. I'm dead ass serious. I'm serious. So let me get some tarot. This is some other shit. I told y'all I'm scared here. Wow. And the dolphins is here. I didn't even peep that and it starts swimming in a circle. Anita Baker is saying, are you happy now with your life? Now, they didn't brought Anita Baker out. Okay, the guides brought Anita. Let me let you hear it. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So they brought Anita Baker out, and when I do edit this video, y'all probably not gonna hear all these songs that I'm mentioning in this video because I have the opportunity to. It's a beautiful thing they allow for us to do. Cover up that music, but in the reading, I'm talking about it so you'll understand what was happening at that time. So Anita, the ancestors brought Anita back. They brought Auntie out, okay. Brought Auntie out. There's a few. So in my silly world, when I channel, if my ancestors bring out certain types of women or men that sing, I know what they mean. So they brought Auntie out, Anita Baker. Anita Baker qualifies as Auntie. Shaka Khan qualifies as Auntie. Whitney qualifies as Auntie. I don't care if she did crack or not, or whatever it was. Where's the receipt? I don't know. Still same shit. Patti LaBelle qualifies as Auntie. Those women are Auntie for me. Okay. Claire from Huxtable, whatever. She qualifies as Auntie Claire Huxtable. So now you understand. They brought Auntie out. So they brought Auntie out with the 3 of Wands here. So when they brought Auntie out with the 3 of Wands, I feel like you are in for a surprise, divine feminine, whoever the hell you are. Okay. I feel like some of you might not even already know it and just waiting on it. Okay. Because the judgment card was here at the bottom of this, and it said, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So obviously he had to go through his a certain way, they're saying. He had to go through his a certain way, and that was where it was. Oh yeah, it was hell of a unique, wasn't it? It was very unique. Yes. Let me stop. Let me be serious. But yeah, with the 3 of Wands here, some of you already knew that, and you're waiting on it. Some of you, I pick up like you were waiting on it, but like the person when they kept wilding out and acting a fool, and you were told to, basically surrender that a long time ago. You was ready to go, and I feel like because some of you were ready to go because of that happiness, he woke the fuck up. Okay. Yeah. Because he was stuck in the past at first. And for some of you, you felt like waiting on this, you were stuck in the past. And you're like, I don't want to do this no more. I want to go. Why am I waiting on him? Why do I got to wait on him? That's how some of y'all was, like a brat. Like, why do I have to wait on him? I want to go. I want to go. I don't mean to call you a brat like I'm attacking you. I'm just saying that's how to give you the energy of it. Like, why do I have to wait on him? Because some of y'all was feeling like he was stuck in the past and you didn't want to be stuck with him. King of Pentacles came out with the Five of Cups. I feel like, because you didn't want to be stuck with him, with this King of Pentacles and Five of Cups, I feel like that I feel like it could have been that, but I just feel like there's something that happened. Like his life was just crumbling. It could have been a many of things, but because of this Tower moment, I feel like whatever happened, it really connected this person back to their roots, and they got really grounded. And it's almost like when that happened, something affected their heart chakra, and something that happened to them emotionally, and it just was it was like an outpour, like an outcry, like a wailing, like a just, I don't know how to describe this kind of cry, but it was like just that type of deep soul cry is what I'm feeling here, because the Five of Cups is here. But even though she's all on the sand and she crying and the cups is spilling in the water and she hold them, this doesn't describe the level of the cry that I'm feeling and saw. It was more than this. It was like very deep cry. And somebody here has some type of epiphany, revelation. I mean, all of that could have occurred right now. Okay, here. All of that could have occurred. But I feel like, too, this energy may not know where to go or how to go or what to do. I feel like somebody here is mirroring somebody. I feel like this is also, too, because some feminines feel like I want to walk away. Now that this energy has taken this, had this wake-up call for some of these, it's like now this energy, I feel like, may not know where to go, which way to go. And I also feel like for some of y'all might feel that way too. Like this is some type of unknown energy. Like they both, like it's like two energies are both on the same level. It's like they're on the same level but at different, like, how do I say it? Just like he has his own unique path, you had yours. So you may be more evolved spiritually, but this energy is I don't know how to say it. I don't know what to say about this. You might be more evolved spiritually, but they have some type of wake-up call have gotten them to some place, some level of spirituality where y'all are still in the same place. I just don't know how to explain it. It's like y'all still on the same place spiritually, but y'all not at the same time. It's like the same. I don't know how to explain it, but I know what it is because I just read it. Okay. It's like your way of learning and his way of learning is almost the same thing, because it means the same thing. These were the challenges or lessons you had to go through, just like they had their own set of challenges and lessons they had to go through, but y'all both learning the same lesson, just at a different time. In different ways and different timelines and different dimensions and different worlds. It's all the same thing though. Okay. That's why I say straddling between worlds and wandering between realms. Here. And because of this is why, well, not only because of this delay here was happening because of that, because of you are learning your own lessons the way that you needed to learn them, because it's the Eight of Wands is delay, because the way because of that, y'all both needed to learn your own lessons the way you needed to learn them. Not only that, with this Five of Swords here, a lot of bullying here. Like basically y'all both had outside interference. So if this person over here is learning their own lessons, and we heard earlier all the challenges they had to experience, from the hoes to the families to the fake friends and then society and all of that, you had to learn yours too. Some of the females here though, they just saw through things a little sharper. Like they truly saw it for what it was. Like the intuition was Like your intuition was more on point than his. So that's why you were able to see shit the way it needed to be saw. While this one over here didn't understand that or didn't know that. So they had a hard time with that. They had a challenge with that. So they couldn't see through that. But y'all, you know, with this Five of Swords energy, y'all saw a lot of it for what it was. Some of y'all, it took a while. Some of y'all, you know, you had your own challenges with it, but you saw it more so than this energy. You saw the black magic. You saw the fake friends. You saw the fake family members. You saw the conditioning on society. You saw through all of that. And you knew the reasons why you were experiencing this type of energy. You understood it. This energy didn't understand that, and there's my light. This energy didn't understand it as much as like you did because of your intuition. So they went through the ringer because they didn't understand it like you did. Okay, for some of you, this jealous and this envy and this hate for you that you divine feminines experience, you know, it really just sucked for you because for some of you, you were experiencing this with family members and, you know, society and all types of shit. And then when your divine masculine started to send this type of energy your way, also for some of you, send this type of energy your way with a karmic. You had to go through massive healing after that. You did. Okay, and some of you, your masculines were responsible for sending you this energy because they didn't understand that this was the type of energy being put out there, and they ended up falling victim to it. And they ended up falling victim to it because of their own victim mentality, because they were not taking responsibility for themselves. That's why I sense that whoever had this tower moment, this deep outcry, this deep wailing, really, I felt that they really like understood exactly what the fuck they did and what they caused. Okay, there's a Queen of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are very, very attractive women, whoever's carrying a feminine energy, and your masculines know that. Some of you, because you're very attractive women, you went through the ringer with this Five of Swords energy. Some of you learned to have compassion on this person. Some of you walked away from a situation. Okay. Some of you decided, I'm like I said, some of you are very attractive women. Very, very attractive, very confident, very funny, very, you know, likable, passionate energy. Like, you're the type of females where, like, you can have guy friends and you don't think nothing like that of them, but they definitely thinking about you. And so you're the type of energy, you're possibly always breaking hearts or whatever the case may be. Okay, you're very likable energy. Okay, very passionate, energetic, outgoing energy. And some of you, this person, I don't know why they bringing the, I know why they bringing the karmic up. Because at the time while he was going through these changes and these processes, you were already arising to your higher self, your higher divinity, and honoring yourself. And the things and the places where he was just at that time, you weren't the same energetic vibrational match. And so you went your way. And when you went your way, he found himself, for some of you too, you had to also go your way because you had to learn how to have more compassion for yourself as well. Okay. For some of you had to learn how to have more compassion for yourself as well. And you had to get in touch with your own inner child and your own emotions. And while you were guided, this was actually guided for you to do this. So you, while he was behaving this way, you had to walk away for your own sake, for your own ancestral line. Healing yourself means healing your ancestral line. So you were guided to do this. Okay. He had the opportunity for some of y'all to do it with you, to stay on the path, but some of them, they didn't do that. They didn't want to do that. And I feel like it was possibly guided this way. So you were guided to go your way to heal, you know, that compassion you needed to have for yourself and others, to heal your inner child. And when you did that, he had an opportunity to do things the way he needed to do them, but he still chose to do however he needed to do them. And in his choice, he decided to find a karmic. No, all of them didn't have to do that. They could have done it a different way. But you know how the divine is, regardless of what path you take, with the chariot here, regardless of what path you take, you're going to end up still back on your divine path. No matter which way, you might delay it and fuck it up by doing how you want to do it. That might not have been the path they laid out for this one, but he still ended back up on it. And in that delay, he ended up with a karmic. And this karmic wasn't so compassionate towards him like you were. And I get the sense that the level of compassion you showed him wasn't good enough for him. I get the sense with some of you. It wasn't good enough for him. And I get the sense it wasn't good enough for him because he wanted, like, it's almost like he wanted to be enabled, like babied. And for some of you, you realize, like, that babying him was not going to help him grow spiritually. And that's what he wanted from you. He wanted you to enable him. I get the sense that he must have, some of you, your masculines, they must have got that type of treatment from like a parent figure that enabled them, and it didn't help them develop a certain way, compassionate wise. It didn't do anything for their feminine side. Okay, their feminine side. It didn't. It instead emotional. This energy is mirroring each other, like I was saying. Instead, emotionally, it hindered them. And then because of that hindrance and enabling that this person kept seeking and desiring, his vibrational match attracted a karmic who was not compassionate as well. As you can see with the Five of Swords energy, she was a bully. And she taught him how to be one. They were both doing black magic on you together. And you walked away, so did he. And as this cycle continued, his luck began to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. It began to get worse and worse and worse because of this choice he made with his lovers here. I mean, the card's just coming out. It's there. I want you to see it because of the light. So, I feel like as this cycle continued, though, his luck began to get worse, and yours kept getting better. But his kept getting worse. Okay. There's a death here. For some of you, I said something tragic could have happened here in their death experience. If for some of you that is what happened, I do apologize. My condolences. And if this is your masculine, if he's already transitioned over and he's speaking to you now, here he is. For some of you, your masculines were just missing these transformations. For some of you, this is your masculine because October, this is the month of transformation. Scorpio Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is death and transformations. For some of you, this is your masculine because you have gone through a series of these. And for some of these masculines, they could have had a near-death experiences, but are still here. And this is the cause for this transformation, because this is something that was sudden and this was deep. This person was very unhappy material-wise. Okay, because they were very materialistic. They were being fulfilled by material things and not spiritual things. And they were very unhappy. I feel like they were very unhappy because their spiritual being was not designed that way. It wasn't intended that way for this energy. And they realized that after they went through these series of things. Okay. Yeah, with the Four of Cups here. Regretting. Disappointed. Discouraged. The person got 3 cups around them. She bringing him another one. He don't want to hear it. For some of you, your masculine realized after the fact everything went down, this is how they were feeling. They were in regret. For some of them, each time that this cup was being offered, which was your love, they was not paying you attention. They were taking you for granted. They were too busy looking at these other 3 cups. They were too busy looking at these, you know, they were too busy focused on other things outside of you. For some of them, they were still battling and dealing with their emotions. And for some of them, they didn't want to hear what was trying to be said to them in regards to their inner child and that emotional healing that they needed. For some of them, they wanted to work on it while you were working on yours. For some of them, they were working on it. For some of them, because with this 4 cups, because this 8 of Pentacles is here too. For some of them, they were working on it. Because they no longer wanted to be under these illusions. Somehow, I feel like these somebody with this near-death experience, they woke up very quickly. Because they no longer wanted to be under this illusion. They no longer wanted to be a victim to their inner child. They wanted to heal their inner child. So they grew up quick, fast, in a fucking hurry with this 8 of Pentacles here. Some of them spent a lot of time alone as well with the hermit mode to do that. Or some of them, like I was saying earlier, could have had a near-death experience. And that's what that near-death experience, they had no choice but to fucking spend a lot of time alone. And they realized that. And they gained clarity here with this 4 wands. They gained clarity here with this 4 wands. And they wanted to heal everything. This some other shit. I'm gonna clarify this 3 of Swords, and then I'm gonna. I wanted to get back to this Success card that was sitting here as I was channeling earlier. Okay, when I said what I said about the Judgment card, and they had to go through their own unique paths and challenges. They realized that with the Success card here, when I said it there earlier in the reading, if you saw me, I know that there is no greater goal to love. With the Success card being in there and that 3 of Swords coming out, a lot of them realized that that hate that they were spewing out, and that hate that they really were spewing out was the hate that they had for themselves. And when they realized that and they owned that and accepted accountability and responsibility for that energy, that brought in that Ace of Swords energy, that clarity. And they became more connected to themselves and who they are deep down inside. And they started to heal and have compassion and heal that heart chakra area. Because they wanted to do things. This energy now, for whoever's masculine this is, wants to do things out of love and not fear. This is somebody's masculine here was doing things out of fear because they feared themselves. Because they feared that they will fuck up. Somebody's masculine here knew that they were picked for a leadership role, but they feared it. So they sabotaged it on purpose because they didn't want to let other people down. They didn't want to let everybody down. They were so worried about what everybody would say if they fucked it up and all this stuff that they just sabotaged it. Wow. Because they felt like this was a heavy responsibility and they didn't want to fuck it up. But now they, yeah. Some of them were doing drugs. Wow. So they was really fucking self-sabotaging themselves. Damn. I don't know if you saw that. So yeah, this was self-hate, and it was done out of fear. Because somebody didn't believe in themselves. That's basically what it was. This leadership role that somebody was picked to do scared the shit out of them. But spirit was always trying to tell this energy that they didn't need to be perfect. All they needed to do was walk the path. All they needed to do was walk the path. Someone here, there was a masculine here that felt like, because parenting is in reverse, there was a masculine here that felt like they didn't get enough like attention at home. Like they felt like they needed like a little bit more love from possibly mom, dad, but they needed somebody. They had this victim mentality where it was like, if my mom would have did this, if my daddy would have did this, I would have been like this. But it's funny because it's like that's the same reason that they were picked by their ancestors. So that they can see the conditions that their own parents had as to why their parents even thought that they needed to raise them like that. And they could have had compassion for them parents. With this Queen of Cups here. Because they would have understood that their parents were just doing what somebody told them to do. But somebody's ancestors here felt like this energy had that within them to do. That's why they were picked and chosen to do just that. But they became more ingrained in like the victim energy and the victim mentality. And they chose to take the other route. But it still brought them back to this path. Somebody here, not only that, they had sex addictions as well. That's another thing that this energy struggled with, as we heard earlier with the channel music. Okay. What else do you guys have to say? Yeah, caught up. Finding evidence, getting caught, cheating. Yeah. So, again, they had sex addictions, and that's a lot of them. For y'all, this has been a constant problem for them. These cheating, these infidelities, this sexual addiction, and this is also something that they're asked to heal within their generational ancestral line, because this is not only them, this is also their own, this is their own ancestral lineage. And I feel like the ancestral patriarch on this line is asking this energy to heal this within the ancestral line. And they weren't doing that because they actually were doing the same thing. To heal it is to repel it. To repel allowing something outside of yourself to control you, to lower your divinity. Let's see what else they got to say, and then I'm gonna exit, because this reading is a whole hell of a lot. I think I'm gonna pull out some past life cards real quick. All right, so this divine masculine, okay. I was wondering. I knew it was some past life shit. So this divine masculine here, the reason why he came back here in this life to heal this situation, because whatever masculine this was at a young, in his past life, he was killed. So he never had the opportunity to really like deal with his inner child. This is something that he struggled with from a past life. Okay. And he brought it here again. That's why he was chosen to heal his heart chakra. And that's why he was chosen to heal the lineage, the heart, heal that, whatever lineage side. I feel like it's the men. He was chosen to heal the heart chakra on one of his parents' sides, the masculine. He was chosen to heal that because it's connected to a past life where he died at a young age. So it says never grows up fun, immature, goofy. So this energy, he's actually like a goofy kind of like kid, even though he's a grown man. But he'll try to hold it. He'll try to hold it in. He won't show it to you. He'll hide it. He'll only probably show it to people he really, really, really love. Those probably only people that see and know that side of him. Other than that, you don't know. He's going to act like that shit don't exist. But it does. And he was called here this lifetime to heal this inner child. It says water, but it's in reverse. Death by water, respect, or obsessed. This person didn't respect emotions. That's what this is. He didn't coming here now, dealing with emotions. He tries to control the emotions. He doesn't respect them. And he didn't realize it, I don't think. And that's because he passed at a young age in a past life for some of you. Some of them, they don't respect emotion, or they don't know how to deal with emotion because in their family, emotion might have been considered as weak. Showing your emotions or being vulnerable, it might have been labeled as weak. I know in my family, they really, like a lot of my aunties are not emotional. I never seen a bunch of women who really don't show no fucking emotion until it really touches them. So that means it's really deeply in there. It just, they don't show it regularly. And actually, these are the type of energies where if they showed vulnerability regularly or what's already in them regularly, it will bring out another side of them, like a really, really pure inner child. And that's what happened here. This person was not operating in his essence. His essence is this loving little boy, sweet, funny, goofy, just want to be himself, want to make other people laugh. He just want to be happy all the fucking time. This is this little boy. And somebody took that from this little boy and he turned into a fucking monster, as we can see. Karmic relationships. Narcissistic, detached, unhealthy love, staying stuck in a low vibration. Get out now. So I feel like that's my guys ending the reading on there. So that's what happened to this little boy. Somebody didn't let a little boy be a little boy. Wow. So that's why the universe is telling all of us to have compassion on one another, because you just never know what doing something to a kid or adults not being able to deal with those inner child or those conditionings that hindered the inner child or the development of a child, and how they actually do affect adults. They said that counseling is stupid and crazy. They said that, oh, that kid will be all right. Yeah, it'll be all right. No, that sensitivity in children matters. It's there for a reason. It's connected to their spirituality and their spiritual gifts. Well, there you have it. There's the reading. that inner child and that sensitivity within kids is what makes a lot of them great leaders, and what will make them a lot of great leaders. So basically, let kids be kids. Nurture them. Hear them out. Don't try to control them. Don't try to condition them to things. Society has conditioned the parents, so what are we supposed to do? But here we go. That's why the divine feminine role is important, to bring in that unconditional love and that compassion, to bring us back. To bring us back. To show us how to love each other and ourselves more deeply. Be more vulnerable, more open. So this reading has been an hour and 10 minutes long. And I hope it helps somebody here. I really do. This was beautiful. Both readings. The feminine reading I did earlier and this one. Thank you for your support. Deuces.